people spend $6 billion every year on fashion, but हर कोई repeatedly they go and buy new things. Every weekend क्या करना है? Shopping करना है. More than 90% of the sunglasses you buy in the market, right, are made by this company called Luxottica. What they do is,
बैग्स के अलावा मतलब सबसे एक्सपेंसिव प्रोडक्ट कौन सा बिका है आपकी साइट पर?
apart from bags, we actually sold jewelry from Cartier. There was a thing that was sold for 1.8 lakhs.
सो आपकी एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप की क्या लर्निंग है सर?
I think the life of an entrepreneur is just to try a lot of things and see what succeeds.
मतलब एक पे फोकस नहीं रहना है.
You take from people who want to sell and give it to people who want to buy.
बट वरुण जी, ये तो आप माइंडसेट शिफ्ट की बात कर रहे हो, क्योंकि लोग तो पैसा कमाते ही इसलिए ना, ताकि ये गाड़ी तो पड़ी है, रेंज रोवर पड़ी है, फिर दूसरी लेनी है. आजकल का यूथ ऐसा क्यों चाहता है कि वो खुद करना चाहता है, खुद आइडेंटिटी दिखाना चाहता है?
When you operate in a family-owned business, right? At least my observation is that
तो अभी आपको अगर स्केल करना हो तो व्हाट यू आर लुकिंग एट, हाउ यू आर मार्केटिंग इट? So Varun sir, welcome to the founder's dream.
thank you so much for having me, Abhishek.
क्या ड्रीम है सर आपका?
It's not really a specific dream, but as I said, right, I want to have a team of 10 lakh people working with me. I want to be able to impact more than 1 crore customers. Just communicating with people, right, be it my customers or be it my team, I want to be able to have an impact on more than what I am doing in terms of people's lives. Even Ziniosa's idea, right? Initially, we started out as a rental model. So it is this concept of how Uber works, right? You don't have to own a car. If every time you need a car, you open an app, you book it, and then you're able to use it as much as you want, and then it goes to the next person. So having that one product owned by multiple people in a way, right, is what really inspired me to do something else in that space. And so, for example, right, India, people spend $6 billion every year on fashion, but हर कोई repeatedly they go and buy new things. Every weekend क्या करना है? Shopping करना है. So most women, most people, they keep doing this, but वो hunger नहीं die out हो रहा है. So something is not solved, right, for them. How much ever they buy, it never seems to be enough, and people have now problems like मेरे closet में spaces नहीं है. I mean, they're not able to store whatever they buy. So this seems not a very sustainable way to spend our money also, right?
Right.
All those people who are spending their money, hard-earned money, it's not the right approach, I think. Which is why I think we came with this idea to implement that in the fashion space. It's a very big market and it impacts everyone. So we started in the rental space because हर घर पे शादी हो ही रहा है and everyone has to buy at least 3-4 things for every wedding. So you can avoid that by renting it out. Just like you rent a car, you rent a bag or an outfit or an accessory for that wedding, and then you have the next person take it after your turn is done. So that was the idea. From there, we pivoted to pre-loved, where, as much as people loved the rental concept, people also wanted to own it. So, for example, even before people buy their first vehicle, right? People, at least our women customers, they really had this desire to buy something in the luxury space. So the biggest thing that women are interested right now in is handbags. So from brands like Michael Kors, Coach, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada. So this is something that gives them that sense of accomplishment. And that's okay. People buy iPhones for the same reason. It's not that that product is better than that. People buy gold and diamonds for the same reason. So without judgment, it's okay for people to experience, success and then invest in something that they feel that gives them a sense of accomplishment. And that is not uniquely easily available to the middle class, to the upper middle class. The other side of the problem is that there is so much consumption, right? That all these products which are meant to last generations, right? Honestly, you can pass down these products from one generation to the next. It's built so that it lasts decades, but people use it for 1 or 2 years and then just keep it aside, and that consumption culture, right, drives them to buy the next product before this has given its life.
Right.
So when you try to solve for both, you see that there is an easy marriage of solutions, right? You take from people who want to sell and give it to people who want to buy.
बट वरुण जी, ये तो आप माइंडसेट शिफ्ट की बात कर रहे हो, क्योंकि लोग तो पैसा कमाते ही इसलिए ना, ताकि एक गाड़ी तो पड़ी है, रेंज रोवर पड़ी है, फिर दूसरी लेनी है, फिर तीसरी लेनी है। अभी एक एमएलए साहब की वीडियो वायरल होता है जिसके अंदर दिखाया जाता है आयुध पूजा में देर आर मल्टीपल कार्स आर देयर।
Caravan of cars.
अब आप तो एक ऐसे सेगमेंट में एंटर होने की कोशिश कर रहे हो जहाँ पे पूरा माइंड सेट शिफ्ट करा रहे हो कि नहीं यार, आप तो ये गाड़ी खरीदो, फिर काम होता है, फिर आप उसको दे दो। आप कपड़े खरीदते हो, थोड़े दिन आपका काम होता है, फिर दे दो। Nobody wants to do that.
Actually, we did a lot of client home visits, and very honestly, it has become a problem कि वो closets में नहीं स्टोर कर रहे हैं ये products, वो कार्डबोर्ड बॉक्सेस में स्टोर करके attic में डाल रहे हैं, बेसमेंट में डाल रहे हैं, गराज में डाल रहे हैं। So it's also a problem where ये इतना ओवर कंजम्पशन हो गया क्या? आई एम श्योर दीज MLAs don't even find parking in Bangalore, right? HSR, if you cross into Koramangala, you will see BMWs parked on the road,
Right.
night भर, and they don't really even think anymore about ये गाड़ी खराब हो जाएगा, someone will scratch it, because there is no space. So ethically speaking, logically speaking, it's required that that investment be given some returns, you know. So I do think the opportunity exists where, of course, there are also a lot of people, right, who value their products. So it's not that everyone just keeps it aside and then forgets about them and then we help. But there are people who say, I need only so much. There are customers who come and tell us they have become vegan. So they don't want to get involved with animal leather anymore. As a life philosophy, they have changed. So they want to sell all their leather products. So there are also people who say they have gone minimalist, you know, where they don't want to keep getting into that circle of consumption. So different people have different reasons. And the reason that excites most people, right, is जो भी रखा है घर में, you can make money off that. So just बेच दो और थोड़ा पैसा at least वापस आ जाएगा. And that drives people. Like, even if we go speak to your example MLA, right, and say that all your old cars which you're not using, you sell, I'll give you back some money. Of course वो बेचेगा ना.
बोलेगा ना मेरे पास 500 करोड़ पड़ा है अंदर।
वो तो है, but ऐसे नहीं है कि he stops working or he'll, you know, stop trying to make that 1,000 crore, right? Everyone wants to improve their corpus. Of course, that there are people who don't have that problem. I don't know if there is ever going to be a point, right, where people will say, बस बहुत कमा लिया, अभी मैं बैठ रहा हूँ. नहीं, it's always going to be more.
हाँ,
So, to improve or to inject some sustainability into that process, right, is where we'll come in. You know, we are not advocating for don't consume. We are not advocating for don't experience luxury. What we are saying is do it in a smart way. You know, if you have things that you don't want to use anymore, we'll sell it for you. And for people who want to experience that level of luxury, we offer it at a much better price point. So, just like how Uber initially started out with only luxury car rentals, it was a limousine service. So, that concept had grown so much in the upper middle class to just experience that convenience, right? We are trying to bring the same thing into Zeniosa, where we want to give that experience to everyone in a more affordable way. So, that is where I think
तो
Zeniosa
क्या
will be.
क्या चैलेंजेस आते हैं, मतलब आपके पास जब आप कस्टमर के पास जाते हो तो मेजर चैलेंज क्या आता है आपके पास?
So one of the biggest challenge is trying to explain to customers how the process of authentication works. क्योंकि seller के पास कोई भी challenge नहीं है. अगर किसी के पास एक product है और if I tell them that, you know, if you sell this product with us, you'll get back 60-70% of your investment, right? Everybody is ready to do that. So it's a common sense solution. ऐसे भी नहीं है कि उनको कोई सोचना है या उनका कोई challenge होगा, दिक्कत होगा. So from the seller side, there isn't. So what Zeniosa is hyper-focused on is giving the customers the best experience. So even if they buy a pre-loved product, right, we want to make sure that those products are authentic. Those products are clean and sanitized to the best way possible. So we even provide an hydrophobic coating, right? ताकि अगर कोई spills या कोई stain आ जाएगा, it doesn't damage that product. So giving them an experience that is fruitful to what they pay, which is still a lot of money, right? So नया बैग का गुची का आता है minimum 1 lakh. So when you buy it in the pre-loved market, you might get it for 55-60,000. But that's still a lot of money. So for that, still a big amount of money, we want to give them the best experience. We want to match or make it better with what we can do at Zeniosa. That starts with authentication, cleaning, sanitization, custom experience to quick delivery and support, things like that. So that I think is the biggest challenge, right? Because we have to juggle what is happening at the seller side and the buyer side.
अब ये सारे प्रोसेस तो ओके है वरुण जी, बट यहाँ पे सवाल ये आ रहा है कि जो 1 लाख रुपए का गुच्ची का बैग खरीद रहा है वो वैसे ही बहुत अमीर है, तो उस अमीर आदमी को आप ढूंढ कैसे रहे हो? आपको कैसे पता चल रहा है कि ये अमीर आदमी है, इसके पास गुच्ची का बैग है, ये सेल करना चाहता है?
So it's just happening through word of mouth. I mean, right now we are live on Facebook and Instagram, but when we just started out, right, we just spoke in our internal circles and said that ऐसे एक process है जहाँ पे you can give your products and then we'll sell. So immediately their sister-in-law, first person who sold with us, right, their sister-in-law called us. Then उसका एक friends group है, उसमें से we generated a WhatsApp group and then there we started even more, getting more sellers. And as soon as we made our website live, right, things started flying off the shelves. The problem that in one way we are seeing, right, is we are selling much faster than we can source also. So we don't really spend a lot of money on advertising and marketing and things like that. Again, I feel like this is a common sense solution, right? So if people have too many products to sell, it seems like they don't need any convincing. उनके पास we've informed them that ये idea exists, they immediately want to give मेरे पास I have 10 products, I have 12 products, take them all, just sell them however you want. And then as soon as we put them on, the price is good, people just keep buying. So we've built, so what we have is a wait list now. And that wait list has lost meaning because we have more than 70-80 people on every wait list on every product. ऐसे नहीं है कि ब्रांड का वेटलिस्ट, स्पेसिफिक प्रोडक्ट का वेटलिस्ट भी हम मेंटेन कर रहे हैं. एंड देर आर सो मेनी पीपल ऑन दैट लिस्ट. सो देर आर सो मोर कंज्यूमर्स दैन सप्लायर्स एट दिस पॉइंट. सो इट्स जस्ट getting that word out there we are working on right now. The more people come to know about us, it's easier for them to sell. Even we recently started a men's line. And men are so much more clinical about this. So they specifically have only 3 shoes they rotate, about 5 or 6 pairs of outfits in permutations and combinations, and a few suits. Everything else they have, right, they're immediately ready to let go. They just make sure that a process is followed. They understand how it works. They want to know what the payment looks like, all of that. You give them the details, they're all in. So men, it looks like, have even less attachment to these things than women do. So it's really something that seems to be working for customers and sellers on both ends.
तो लग्जरी आइटम में सबसे ज़्यादा प्रोडक्ट, सबसे हाई सेलेबल प्रोडक्ट कौन सा है?
Women's handbags so far. So जो भी handbags women carry करते हैं ना, उसमें से the highest selling brand in terms of volume is Michael Kors, and the highest selling brand in terms of like product pricing, that's Gucci.
गुच्ची का बैग सबसे ज़्यादा लोग खरीदते हैं.
मतलब because the price is high, the volume is really high. But Michael Kors, you can buy a Michael Kors pre-loved bag, right, for under 10,000. And these bags easily last you 10 years. So even now, right, people who buy fast fashion, for example, they may go to Mango or Zara or something like that and buy a bag, maybe 2,000-3,000, but it will not last you more than 7 months. So they'll do it again and again and again over a period of 10 years, easily 15-20 bags, so they'll 100% buy. But if you buy a Michael Kors bag, not only do they service it, but they don't need to service it because उनका quality इतना अच्छा है. So they make products that really, really last, and they feel good, and they last, and they just serve your purpose beautifully.
बट लड़कियों में तो ऐसा देखा जाता है ना कि वो एक ही पर्स या एक ही चीज़ को ज़्यादा दिन कैरी नहीं करती है.
Carry नहीं करती है, तो they give it back to us. So people who buy from us, right, they also give it back to us in 2-3 years. तो हमारा सिस्टम यह है कि if you buy, you can also sell it back again at a nominal like fee, right? You buy it for 10,000 and then you sell it back with us for 7,000. So we are easily able to do that. Same thing for Gucci. You buy it for 70,000, you can sell it back for 50,000. As long as of course कोई damage ना हो या कोई breakage ना हो, but if the product is in a similar condition, right, we are more than happy to take it from you.
तो आप कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं प्रोडक्ट जेन्युइन है?
So we internally took a lot of time to learn, but before that we had to immediately certify it, right? So we are partnered with a US company. They provide international certification for these products. So they check more than 38-40 markers. तो वो क्या होता है? Stitching, lining, hardware, zipper, outer leather texture, and then there is a serial code. A lot of times there is QR code. So ये सब markers उनको video call या photos में भेज के they look at it, they verify it, and then they certify it. So we are able to say with a 90-95% certainty कि ये fake है या नहीं. But that's not enough a lot of the times, right? So ये certification required है क्योंकि ये international standard है. So we want to be able to provide that for our products, especially higher value products, right? Because we'll not be able to say I can tell you with less than 100% certainty. That is crucial for our business.
तो ये लग्जरी आइटम का आइडिया आपको इसलिए आया क्योंकि आपका जो सर्कल है वो इस पर्टिकुलर चीज से बिलोंग करता है. शायद आपके साथ भी कभी ऐसा हुआ था क्या? दैट्स व्हाई यू स्टार्टेड इट.
So honestly,
आपने बहुत सारी चीजें बाय कर ली हो.
Specifically मैं नहीं, but of course in my family friends, my circle, I've seen people really happy about buying these products, right? But after a couple of years, I've seen them just keep it to the side. Matlab, it gives them so much happiness to buy these products. I'll tell you, when they go to buy, for example, even a Gucci bag, right? It used to be such a production. They'll call their sisters, they'll call their cousins, they'll show them on video calls, all of that, and spend a lot of money and come home so happy. Like, it's a genuinely joyful moment for them. But because of the cycle of consumption, right? If you see 1 year later, that shifts to another product or another experience or something else. So, that whole product, right, where they spend so much of value and got so much out of that, it's not very sensible. It's not economical. It's not sustainable to just leave it there. So seeing how it was stacked and not doing anything after giving them so much happiness is what kind of affected me, right? Because imagine giving that to some other person and then from them another person, because the whole thing is about a human experience, right? Whether you're buying a car or whether you're buying gold or whether you're buying something from a pre-loved luxury product. So the thing is, when you buy it, you feel that sense of accomplishment, happiness, love, and attachment to that product now. And it gives you a sense of satisfaction for everything you've accomplished. Because easy nahi hai na. Even if you buy something small, something big, whatever it is, kuch mehnat hona chahiye to reach that point. And these products are able to deliver that happiness to multiple people. And we identified that and we want to propagate that repeatedly. So, that just feels like, again, it's a common sense solution. We never convinced any of our buyers or sellers कि आप ये idea करना ही है, it's really good. As soon as they hear that there is this opportunity, they jump on, like, after that they are behind us, और भी है, और भी ले लो. And then customers are saying, I want this specific color, this specific size, this specific model. Please let me know as soon as I get it. There is no, difficulty in terms of customer convincing them, right? I'm sure there are a lot of products in the market where you might have to convince a customer. Even, for example, toothpaste, right? People still say this is better because of teeth sensitivity, teeth whitening, mouth freshness. There are so many things, but here the advantages are so inbuilt, right? That we never talk about why you should do it. People just seem to understand that ऐसे मिल रहा है तो हमें करना ही है. So it makes the most solution.
तो आपने कोई ऐसा कोई डिफरेंस देखा है क्या यूएस में और इंडिया में कि जो प्रोडक्ट है वो लोग काफ़ी मतलब सेकेंड हैंड बाय कर लेंगे या फिर ऑलरेडी कोई मार्केट सेटअप है, किसी ने ऑलरेडी किया हुआ है?
So in Europe and in the US, in Dubai, in Australia, in Japan, this market is much bigger. It has been there for decades. People have been really, really into it. And ऐसे कहते हैं ना, there is a structured market and unstructured market, where there are very big companies. There's Vestiaire Collective in the US, for example, and there's Bag Borrow Steel. So few big companies, but also every city में 10-15 छोटा like shops that also deal with secondhand. They don't come under this big brand. It's like, for example, to draw an example, Amazon and Kirana stores, right? Dono mein you can buy again same thing, but the fact is scale. And US already has both levels of scale, where it's small businesses also, medium sized also. In Texas especially, like all over cities, you will see 1 or 2 brands. And in the US also, they have developed these conglomerates where, they are able to service a huge volume of products, huge volume of orders. And so in India also, right, there were few initial things to overcome. So, for example, pre-loved or used products, right? Sometimes people have this gap. So, especially it was broken by millennials and Gen Z only. But older generation, they are more happy to sell, but they think 1 or 2 times before buying. The generation currently, they don't have these hang-ups. So, they are very happy to buy pre-loved. So, that initially took some time to understand that, okay, you have to speak to a specific set of audience to take your products to sell, and then to have your customers buy that, you can speak to anyone else. So we try to market it everywhere, but it doesn't work.
So वरुण जी, मेरे को एक माइंडसेट समझना है. मतलब ऑलरेडी आपके पास मतलब फादर्स का बिजनेस ऑलरेडी सेटअप है, बट वो जो शिफ्ट है आपका कि यार नहीं मेरे को खुद का करना है, बिकॉज जैसे आपका भी सपना होगा, एक हर फाउंडर का एक ड्रीम होता है कि यार अगर मैं कोई बिज़नेस बनाता हूँ, सो बिज़नेस एक लेगेसी के रूप में चले, या तो मेरे साथ वाले चलाए या मेरे बच्चे चलाए या फिर कोई चलाए, वो एक लेगेसी के रूप में देखना चाहता है. कोई भी फाउंडर ऐसा नहीं सोचता है कि यार मैंने बिज़नेस बनाया और यहाँ तक मैं बना दूंगा, करोड़ों रुपए का बन जाएगा और इसको ड्रॉप कर देंगे.
नो, फॉर श्योर.
राइट,
या
वो सोचता ही ऐसा है. बट आप अपनी फैमिली का साथ ना देके एक अपने खुद का ओन ब्रांड बनाना चाहते हो, तो ये जो मेंटेलिटी है, मतलब जो ये मेंटल थिंग है, वो क्यों शिफ्ट होती है? मतलब आजकल का यूथ ऐसा क्यों चाहता है कि वो खुद करना चाहता है, खुद आइडेंटिटी दिखाना चाहता है?
So when you operate in a family owned business, right, at least my observation is that, your idea, for example, right, isn't going to have an impact until 2-3 years later. So family owned businesses generally run in the way that at whatever scale you have built it, right, it requires at least 10-15 people to come in and have an approval and a discussion and a reapproval and a rediscussion. So it works without any agility. So even if you were to jump into, let's say you had a family business and you were to explore an idea there. So they are doing something and you want to add that, okay, we are missing an opportunity here. Why can't we just do this? In order to implement that, right, it would take a very long time and it would take multiple convincing sections to even have that be discussed also. So there would be family table discussions and then going to the office and trying to see what is required, come back to the family table, dinner table, living room, and then talk to even more family members, because there is this thing about, apart from they are people you're doing business with, they are people who you celebrate Diwali with, right? So it's not that you can offend anyone. Here, if you go to the office, right, you can fight it out in the office and say, no, we have to try this idea, we have to take this risk. It's very irresponsible to not do it right now because this is the opportunity. You can shout at each other and then you can go home and be with your own family to recharge, right? But if you do that in a family run business, right, honestly, the outcome is not going to be good. So you need to, because the people who have built it, they've, done so successfully. And where I come from, right, I want everything to be done now. That is they say, fallacy of youth, right? Because we think that something is right and we'll want to see it done right now. But family run businesses also have this like longevity. For example, they may have run for 70, 80 years. And they have done that successfully by not looking at trends, not looking to see how we can quickly explode with whatever opportunity has happened right now, because that's a short chance of failure. But when I did this on my own, right, whatever mistakes I've made, whatever lessons I've learned, whatever successes I've got from that, all has been in that opportunity space where I was able to freely take decisions. So, and not have an impact of, okay, if I, make a mistake here, right? Not only am I going to affect customers and employees and patients and all that, but my family members will also be affected. So ultimately, I felt that growing in a space where I can build this, and of course, I wouldn't want any future generations, right, to be latched onto this. So definitely India is growing different that way, right? A lot of family-run businesses are being looked at in the lens of now going the IPO route, right? Raising funds, going to investors, and then doing it in a scale which is very different from a family-run business. Although those are also important, I do feel that it's a smart thing to shift, that there is another opportunity to grow businesses. And that is what we are seeing right now, I think.
तो अभी आपको अगर स्केल करना हो तो what you are looking at, how you are marketing it?
How we are looking to grow this, right? So what we are looking for right now is for enough people to know who we are. Again, as I said, we are not looking to convince anyone. The idea is there. It's simple. It's efficient. It works. So as many people in India comes to know about us, it's better for us. Another way we see growth is through partnerships. So we feel that, for example, we are the only company in India to be partnered with Tata Click Luxury. So all our products are live on their website. So you can buy it from them. And of course, with Tata name comes its own sense of authenticity, of trust. We want to build that more with the brands we sell also. So work with Gucci, work with Michael Kors, because in the US, brands have done that. Pre-loved brands are partnered with Gucci to buy and sell products of their customers. Because even Gucci is now starting to show signs of interest in sustainability, because these products are meant to last. But if people are not using it, right, it's not a very sustainable action on their part. So it is really important to transfer that to another person who can experience some level of functionality, some level of happiness and connection to the brand also, right? So more people use these brands, the more connected they would feel with the parent company. So I also want to partner up with a lot of these brands and, grow Zeniosa through them, in partnership with them. So my plan isn't to say, don't buy new products anymore. My plan is to say that if you buy, you have more than what you need. It's really smart to give it to other people who haven't had that experience yet, or who want to experience that at a better price point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So क्या categories है अभी right now आपके पास?
So we just started clothing, but our top sellers are handbags, watches, belts and sunglasses.
तो watches में तो बहुत problem आता होगा ना, because watches में तो इतने सारे items होते हैं.
So we don't work
Authenticate
with
करने के लिए.
Absolutely. So we don't work with watches who don't have set pieces. So for example, right, if you look at Armani, Michael Kors and Kate Spade, they build watches where it's a set mechanism that runs the time, and that is cross brand. So we authenticate the hardware, and the mechanism is distributed by, very plainly, a company in China. So they make it for all. Just like, for example, any sunglass you buy, more than 90% of the sunglasses you buy in the market, right, are made by this company called Luxottica. You may have heard of it. What they do is they manufacture for each company based on specifications, and they put the company stamp on it. Just like that for the entry-level watches, right? Mechanisms are made commonality. So there's no difference in mechanism. It's just the different straps and different designs. So we're able to authenticate that. But high-end watches, right? Rolexes and Omegas and Patek Philippe. So they need a lot more authentication steps, and we are still working on getting that ready. So we don't sell those watches yet.
Okay, कितने का आता है, मतलब ये इनकी जो प्राइस होती है वो कितनी होती है और कितने में सेल हो रही है अभी लगभग?
Do you mean the entry level,
हाँ,
what we are selling?
हाँ.
So you can get, for example, a Michael Kors watch for 15,000, and we would sell it at 9 to 10,000, something like that. It's an entry level watch. क्योंकि अगर apart from battery and mechanism, there's not really many pieces to the watch. अगर mechanism में कुछ defect आया, replace करने में 2,000 होगा, और battery में defect आया 300, 300-400. So it's still an expensive product. I'm not saying that it's cheap. HMT watches are maybe 6,000-7,000, right? But even they run on this process. You either have an issue with a mechanism or a battery, and you are able to replace that and have the watch run for very many years. So
राइट तो
it's
सबसे हाई मतलब बैग्स के अलावा मतलब सबसे एक्सपेंसिव प्रोडक्ट कौन सा बिका है आपके साइट पर?
So, apart from bags, we actually sold jewelry from Cartier. There was a ring that was sold for 1.8 lakhs.
1.8 lakhs.
Yeah.
वो क्या है? वो गोल्ड है, सिल्वर है या फिर
It is a gold ring. That's correct. So, Cartier makes designer jewelry now, and they use precious metals. And, the original price of the ring was 2.8 lakhs. And there were issues and some scratches and things like that on the ring. So, it's designed to look like a nail. And that's one of Cartier's, design statements. So that was sold for 1.8, and we didn't even take more than 2 hours to sell that product because that product has so much demand. Right now, Cartier makes bracelets,
ओके
quite expensive, but we have such a long wait list of customers. Every time we get a product, right, we don't even try to put it on our website or Instagram. We just contact someone on that wait list. So I think that is one of the things that help us stand out because we sell the products fastest, right? As soon as we get a product, we are immediately able to say, okay, there are these many people looking for this brand. So we contact them, and in that space, already people are ready to buy it. So whatever you see on our website has taken all these steps to reach there.
ओके सो आपकी एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप की क्या लर्निंग है सर इतने साल की?
So, eh, okay, lot of learnings, lot of mistakes. Honestly, I saw how difficult it is to build a business, be it a family business, be it something that's on the venture capital is raise funds, IPO route, whatever it is, right? It's really difficult. But I would say the biggest learning, right, is to quickly do. At least with my mindset, right? I would rather try 100 different things and fail in 99. Maybe one is successful, rather than just plan to do one thing correctly for more than 6 months, right? You plan, you strategize, you come up with a process and then do it. So honestly, we did do that initially. My co-founder and I, we spent a lot of time planning, but when we actually executed, right, every problem we didn't imagine happened, and everything we solved for didn't even come to us. So I think the life of an entrepreneur is just to try a lot of things and see what succeeds.
राइट
Just be passionate about it, I guess.
मतलब एक पे फोकस नहीं रहना है.
Well, for example, we'll never steer away from customer focus, right? We have to give them the best experience. But just for example, right? If you decide that I've spoken to 100 customers in the past month and say, I've built this customer profile कि इनका एज ग्रुप ये है, इनका इनकम ब्रैकेट ये है, ये पिन कोड में रहते हैं. So I'll only focus on that. That would be a very focused solution, which will not give you a very good result. So with that, right, you'd also have to try 100 different things because with that small subset, you decide that I will go put in a lot of money, marketing efforts to say, and I'll try to grow my business that way. Honestly, that solution has failed for us, specifically in the past. So you need to have different, ways of looking at a data set and interpret it differently, and then implement small solutions, right? We don't try to grow in a way that I want to see myself 6 years down the line in this point. 6 months later, I want to see this much growth. This is what we look at, and we hit that target. And I think that has worked really well because solving that problem, right, is much easier, and it's smaller than 6 years down the line. Anything can happen. 6 years before COVID, nobody could have predicted, right? And I wouldn't have pivoted here. So it's not really wise to focus on one big problem. 20, 25 small problems I look at on a daily basis. So that's easier to look at and solve.
तो अभी आपकी साइट पे मतलब किसी को रजिस्टर करना हो तो क्या प्रोसेस है?
So we've made it simple. People love WhatsApp in India, right? So you come on, there's a click to WhatsApp, you just reach one of our stylists and they help you through the whole process. And that's what people prefer because again, one of the mistakes we made, right? We made a form, we made a sign up form, name, address, products, upload images, serial code, do this, do that. People didn't even like look through. So we saw our website analytics, wo scroll bhi nahi karte hai. As soon as they saw the form, right, close the window. So we made it very simple. People want to have an interaction, right? Before they are open to like filling you with information, they have 100 questions. And it's really important that we address them before they, give us, okay, mera naam ye hai and I have these products and I'm looking to sell. But before that, they'll be like, what am I going to get for this? I have so many products. Will you be able to take all of them? How will I ship it to you? Where will it be packed? How will it be stored? So you'll have to address these concerns before you actually say, I want your information. Because nobody wants to like spend that much time and realize that this isn't even something they're willing to do, right? So again, that's one of our learnings, right? So you should put the level of effort on you first and then expect your customers to reciprocate from there. I think that's worked well for us.
Thank you, Arun sir.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. I got one learning from this podcast today.
Okay.
This form wala thing.
Okay.
So I will implement this today in my startup.
You should tell me if it worked for you as well, because for us it's shown
नहीं
like
तो अभी मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ कि एक क्रेडली मतलब जो B2B बिजनेस है हमारा
to
जैसे
block
इन्फ्लुएंसर
the
मार्केटिंग
calendar.
का
Yeah.
तो कैलेंडर इनवाइट करते हैं फिर वो भरता है फॉर्म भरता है बहुत सारी चीज़ें भरता है देन कम टू अस
Yeah.
तो आई थिंक बहुत सारे कस्टमर तो गायब हो रहे होंगे
Yeah.
आई थिंक आई शुड टेक द फोन नंबर एंड ईमेल आईडी
Huh.
कंपनी ईमेल आईडी एंड फोन नंबर दैट्स इट
That's it. And it's better to put that first step on us, because if we want something from them, right? As soon as people see we are putting in effort, already trust build ho jata hai. And that's so crucial to whether you're building a partnership with another company or whether you are providing a service to them, or even if you want something from them, right? As soon as you take the first step, people are so much more open and willing to.
मैं आज ये चेंज कराता हूँ एंड आई विल अपडेट यू कि ये कैसे वर्क कर रहा है बिकॉज
Absolutely.
अभी मैं
I'd love to hear.
मैं 20 मीटिंग्स कर रहा हूँ दिन की आई विल थिंक कि अगर ज़्यादा कैसे हो जाएगा
Initially we had only interns like look at these messages and giving them an opportunity to engage with customers. It's not a very difficult job. It's time consuming. You need patience and you need हंस के बात करना है.
राइट
You should have that patience. Yeah, that's.
थैंक यू सो मच
Thank you.
फॉर दिस अमेजिंग थिंग्स
Thank you so much. Really nice talking with you.